And Brandon Tatum's here with us, and I want to get into a bunch of issues with him. Candace Owens, and she's part of Turning Point USA, and he's part of that as well. The director of urban engagement and the exciting things that are happening. But if we can't tell you about the exciting things that are happening, if we're putting an electronic
on the left, and they can see that there's a need for a change. A lot of things that I've seen are something that's major to me as far as party shift. Don't look at Donald Trump as a Republican. People don't see Donald Trump as a politician. They see Donald Trump for who he is and what he stands for. And as America can see, we voted him in, and he's doing exactly what he said he was going to do. So I think that inspires people on both sides. And I've talked to people to the young lady from another organization I don't want to throw out there, but you know, serious. And I think we should continue to fight things and continue to share content on our platforms from other people who we respect. This show, I respect it a lot. I love it. I tell everybody about the Alex Jones show. So I think that we got to continue to do that. I mean, until they change, we cannot back down. We cannot give up. We cannot be cowardice in this situation. And I know that my stuff has been censored, which makes me mad. I mean, personally, I feel personal when they delete videos that I've worked so hard to produce, and I know there's going to be an impact. But we got to just keep sharing each other's content and keep putting it out there and try to do our best to be in the streets and meet people where they are, like physically going and doing speeches and stuff, which is what I want to do. And I think we'll continue to be successful.
Separate from that, here you are, vicious hate, calling that, this is Spike Lee when he's winning this big award for his new movie, which I'm sure the movie's probably good. I'm sure the message is fine. My issue is with what he's doing now. That mother effer was given a chance to say, we're about love and not hate. Well, that's what Trump's been doing. And that mother effer did not denounce that mother effing Klan. He like 50 times he did. They kept saying denounce, denounce. And the alt-right and that Nazi mother effers. No, he said the alt-right was bad at Charlottesville. He said Antifa also is just as bad and is a horrible, nasty, evil group as well. The media lied. And Spike Lee's not stupid. Snoop Dogg's not stupid. I mean, he used to be friends with Trump. They all know Trump's a guy. So now Hollywood wants this, the Democrats want this, and they're out there promoting the real hate here, the real division in my view. What's your view on that?
Well, it's a tribe-like mentality. Unfortunately, culturally, this is what happens. Spike Lee has to come out and say that. If Spike Lee was to be honest and identify with the successes of Donald Trump, he will literally be, thrown out of the community. No one would want to watch his movies. They'll call him an Uncle Tom and a sellout. The people who are living in these Democrat cowards make up lies and be emotional.
Go weird racist country clubs and then open them up. I mean, he was hated when he was on his boat with him. They know how much Trump likes everybody. And the fact that they treat him
they went to the rallies. And the mainstream I agree with these mainstream folks. And when voting time against him and all of the much love, literally I started tearing up. Because of how genuine this evil spirit of us hating each other and being all afraid and as long as we keep our faith in God and keep praying, no amount of lies from Hillary Clinton or Spike Lee or Michael Moore going to work. We'll be back to talk about how we get on the offense.
The scientists at InfoWars Life have created a powerful formula for inflammatory support and joint support. Discover the power of ancient medicine with Bodies. Bodies contain from black pepper makes for optimal absorption to help boost and support 95% of the active ingredients. Turmeric with organic herbs such as spearmint.
The top of the food chain with Alpha Power by InfoWars Life. For those who want to increase testosterone, drop can show signs such as fatigue. Ingredients that have been concentrated into their most potent or alpha male potential with Alpha Power.
He's a pig.
He can suck my He's a con, a bullshit artist, a mutt.
Kiss my mother ass, you bitch.
To be human.
He is clearly trying to ignite a civil war in this country.
God damn it, our democracy has value.
Yes.
You about how you can help spread liberty worldwide while also enjoying what we have now managed to secure these sought-after beams in a highly life.com. This coffee gives you a long, smooth pick-me-up for hours without the headaches and heartburn that so many other coffees give me personally. Hands down, this is my favorite coffee, and it's taken us years to secure connections directly to the Chiapas Mexican farmers. Drop by the site today, order a bag or two, and I don't think you're going to be disappointed. Available in original or with our immune support show.
Guy in the White House. I'm not gonna say his name. But to find him more say we're about love, so-called mother Creole Democracy was built upon the bro's phone number.
That's enough. I shouldn't even waste time playing that. But it shouldn't be George Soros and Hollywood at each other's throats. But people like Brandon Tatum is what you're seeing there.
Too afraid to show up. And so we're gonna try. If I used to have respect for Spike Lee, and if I saw him face to face today, when you're talking about something that happened 100 years ago, I got family members who are on drugs right now. I know how it has ruined our family. People are in prison. You know, and this guy is talking about Donald Trump. People in the hood, people in these communities.
There's such death and destruction. And then Spike Lee.
Yeah, so I think if people want to directly contact me, I have an email. It's Brandon. Americans in this country really need a lot of help, and I think myself and Candace can be good advocates.
People can just get stared and just stand back and let the Democrats do whatever they want, and it's time to say no.
Right, exactly, 100%. It's a new day, a new age. We're not going to dwell on the past. We're going to focus on our future, and we're going to do everything that we can, as long as we're breathing on this earth, to make things better.
Amazing. Brandon Tatum, again, we appreciate the great work you're doing. Look forward to having you back, and look forward to having our crew go cover this amazing conference you've got coming up as well. God bless you, my friend. We're watching your great work. You really do inspire us all.
Thank you, Alex. I love you, man.
Love you too. Wow, he's awesome. And that's why they're censoring him, because he's so professional and nice and tells the truth, and they're trying to block him too. Dude.
Fueling your body is hard work. That's why we've introduced the InfoWars Life Daily Digestive Pack to help you fuel it right. Combine Flora Life Everyday Maintenance and Carnivore to help you fuel your gut and body and take advantage of the powerful nutrients you receive. There's no better way to power your body. Flora Life is a powerful probiotic supplement with 20 of the most potent clinically studied probiotic strains. When paired with Carnivore, our incredible enzyme formula that helps you break down nutrients, these formulas fuel your gut and your body to help you fight toxins and stay fueled. Miss out on the chance to fuel your body and support recovery. Try the InfoWars Life Daily Digestive Pack today.
We'll set those up here in front for everybody. What do you think of those babies?
I think you guys should come visit San Francisco and we'll take a stroll down Broadway with those guns. Well,
what do you think folks would do if they saw that?
in San
Resurgence. Michael Savage, this is, how do you quantify this moment we're in as a civilization? And thank you so much for coming on with us.
Well, remember, I live in the San Francisco area. What could be better than this for show topics? And remember, you say, well, why do people keep saying, she said, mow the grass instead. She did that speech, Alex. Mow the grass instead of building a wall. And she's not taken out with a butterfly. It's true. Liberalism is a mental disorder. We're living through crazier times than it was when I backed him from the beginning. Or he's decided, you know what, screw them. They want to push me down. I can pretty much predict what's going to happen to all these scum. They're going to be on their jets heading to Switzerland. He is all we have. We must not let the lies of the globalist left get to us and make us think.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
For Trump, Saber here in just a few minutes. On this other issue of censorship, I've warned Paulson, I've warned my crew, I've warned you, the listeners. Not that I'm that smart. I've just learned globalist tactics and how they operate. I've warned everybody that they're going to censor in little ways, in medium-sized ways, sometimes in big ways, and then back off and do it over and over and over again until the hammer drops. And the hammer's dropping basically right now. In the next few months, we're 6 months out from the midterms, you're going to see massive censorship. And if the president gets set for this, the globalists could win. So that's the reality here, ladies and gentlemen. And it's very, very serious. This needs to be big national news, what I've got here. And we had this yesterday. No one even cares to do an article on InfoWars. I know some of the crew is back there. But it's a list of major conservative commentators, Trump supporters, nationalists, who are basically to be banned from being able to communicate with on Facebook May 24th. That's 9 days away. All the screenshots, the emails, have them all. Shadow banning. And not even letting Republican Party advertise with Facebook. I don't get any of this money. When Diamond and Silk were before Congress 2 weeks ago, and Congressman Hank Johnson kept going, "You're making a lot of money off Facebook. You're making a lot of money." They're like, "No, we don't make any money off Facebook. We just reach people with our message." And they're censored everywhere because they're well-spoken, they're funny. Brandon Tatum is charismatic and smart. They're banning him off the internet. Turning Point USA. It's here. And the Wall Street Journal said, 3 months ago? They said, well, we think Jones can be, demonized easily. We'll take him out of context what he said. And once we ban Jones and WikiLeaks, we can ban everybody. And what did he say? Well, what did the new CEO say of News Corp? It's merging with Disney. He wasn't even saying politically, let's stop the conservatives. He's like, no, let's do this. We're going to make a lot of money. They're ending the internet as we know it. So Cherie Saber is a creative and vehement supporter of Donald Trump and the Trump movement. We can roll some footage of her too when she had her questions at any of the shots from our press conference a month and a half ago about censorship in D.C. In 2016, she volunteered for the Trump campaign and co-founded momsfortrump.org and designed the logo to make sure it's talking to people, and it just goes on from there. We're really excited to have her on because she made some great points.
It was really nice running into you in DC. It was a tremendous momentum given. And I want to thank you for bringing me on here to make a few points. I realized it was a big lie, and that's what got me the momentum. Now, as it were, I co-founded Moms for Trump during the campaign. When we co-founded that, it wasn't obvious that they actually wanted to really make it a movement, and I certainly did take it into Virginia and started working. Once I was invited on the Armstrong Williams show, then I believe, and I still do, that Donald Trump was divinely ordained at this time now for what's happening. I have taken to DC, the grassroots. I've been doing it by doing a ride share. And I'm talking to people. And I want to address what Whoopi Goldberg said, that there are only two people one black person supporting Trump. Well, let me just say this. You are going to be so surprised that in 2020, Donald Trump is going to win by an unrefutable landslide. And let me just add that from what I have seen, experienced, in my guts, Donald Trump is going to win with a massive black vote. So I just wanted to put that out here. So Whoopi, if you're listening and you will hear, you will be proven wrong like so many black people, which I believe will ultimately bow down to Donald Trump. I am aghast at the Congressman Johnson when he addressed Diamond and Silk, two women that myself I have been in contact in close encounters with during the campaign. I was aghast and just completely distressed at how he literally said, stoop down. So these people have themselves in this high and mighty position, looking down on other black people, and I think that is an absolute appalling thing. I'm in DC, and the mayor of DC is black. DC has some horrible poverty that's going on there. I drive into these places, and one thing I can say to you, the people are being purposely dumbed down. They are being purposely misled. They talk about Donald Trump in like really stupid things I hear. Well, he's filed bankruptcy. He's not a good businessman. All of the narrative that they're telling these people.
But now look at how so much of what he's doing is working, and the way the economy's turning around, but the system's trying to defeat him. What's going to happen, Cherie Saber, founder of Moms for Trump, one of the biggest grassroots organizations out there during the campaign, very successful, and now you're out there fighting on the streets, get through that. What's going to happen if they do derail Trump successfully and then everything falls apart? Because this country was disintegrating before he got in there. I mean, do you think America really will, because I agree with you, take Providence and throw it in the trash can?
Well, let me just say this, Alex. Donald Trump is not going to be derailed. I have said it before. We all know it and we all feel it. Donald Trump was divinely ordained for this time. What I saw on the campaign, when I volunteered, I did the telephones and all of these things. And I can't express to you how spiritual this experience was. I mean, people prayed. People were coming together in ways that I never would have even imagined. I was never a political person prior to this. I had no idea. I didn't care.
By the way, Trump has said publicly and privately that he became a much stronger Christian during this thing. He changed. He felt the Spirit. 100%.
I mean, it was a spirit. As the Spirit remains. Donald Trump is, the man is a leader of people. I once said on the Armstrong Williams show, I felt Donald Trump is loved. And, whatever the left, they try to paint him as this hideous human being. We all know that it's a lie. I just want to also say a lot of...
Hold on, you're going to have the floor. Cherie Saber, awesome lady, awesome name, too. Vitamin Mineral Fusion. Visit InfoWarsLife.com to secure your canister. We have worked for years with our chemists and scientists to create the most powerful and affordable, great-tasting multivitamin formula available. Vitamin Mineral Fusion Drink Mix at InfoWarsLife.com is loaded with a full month's supply of essential vitamins, minerals, and amino acids that your body absolutely needs. In the history of InfoWars Life, we've brought out a lot of amazing products like Survival Shield X2, Super Male Vitality, and so many others. With its unique delivery system and proprietary manufacturing process designed for maximized effects, this formula is the platinum standard of multivitamin mineral products. And this part is most important. The ingredients in Vitamin Mineral Fusion are either plant-derived or of the highest quality lab standard. That means it's clean. That means it's pure. And rest assured, you're fighting the tip of the spear in the info war. That's InfoWarsLife.com. And
with 2 great tasting and super high quality forms of vitamin B12. Proper vitamin and nutrient intake is essential to keep your body functioning at optimum levels. The reality is, it's hard to take in the proper amount of vitamins we need each day with our modern diets. Secret 12 by InfoWars Life is an easy way to naturally upgrade your vitamin B12 intake and support your body's natural systems. It pairs 2 forms of vitamin B12 into one explosive formula. Vitamin B12 supports healthy energy levels through red blood cell formation and aiding in the body's natural processes, but it also assists with many other functions of the body. Electrify your mind and body and take your health to the next level. Experience the power of Secret 12 at InfoWarsLife.com. That's InfoWarsLife.com.
I want to tell you about an exciting new product we have available at InfoWarsStore.com. And this is basically a product that I've been taking anyway before we even launched our own version of it. Now, the product is Body's Whole Body Support. This is available right now at a massive 50% discount at InfoWarsStore.com. It's the ultimate turmeric and inflammatory support product on the market. It's got the black pepper, which makes for optimal absorption to help boost and support your flexibility, mobility, joint function, immune system, and so much more. Now, we're not even including a lot of the benefits that this product has been scientifically proven to have. People have been taking turmeric and noticed elevated moods, increased energy, and that's aside from all the other factors, all the other benefits that we're talking about in this promo. It's 50% off, and as I said, I was taking turmeric anyway. It's curcumin, it's the powder used in curry. It's, you know, you wouldn't be able to take it naturally, it'd make you sneeze and cough, but we've got it in a 120 capsule bottle right here. Just got this fresh shipped in today. There's an article in Spectator Health. The article reads, daily consumption of curcumin improves the memory and mood of people with mild age-related memory loss. It's been suggested as a possible reason that senior citizens in India, where curcumin is seal's not even being opened on it, it's just $29.95. Again, big chunky bottle, 120 capsules in this bottle. It is Body's, the ultimate turmeric and inflammatory support product on the market, available right now at InfoWarsStore.com. Get it today.
You're listening to The Alex Jones Show.
Off of Facebook, isn't that correct? You all have been bashing Facebook and you've been making a ton of money, isn't that correct? Have you been making money? So they've been messing with your money then. We're giving you a tremendous platform with this hearing to make a ton of money when it's over. But rather than diamonds, you're seeking money with Facebook. Knows what the N-word is. I had never heard of the M word. Representative Shankaski, the M midget, the use of the M word is no longer socially acceptable. Now, the M word refers to a group of people, the little people. This is island will become so overly populated that it will tip over and capsize. We don't anticipate that.
The reason I play that is we played like 10 minutes of it back when it was live, when Diamond and Silk were there, about the censorship of conservatives by the big tech titans, which is just unbelievably bad. It's like Chinese communist level. And he just chews into them, and how hearing with him. He was like, "You watch your mouth," talking to me like that. And it's something about Democrats. I'm not just saying this to like try to make black people mad, but and you see, Cherie Saber, we didn't talk before she came on. I didn't know she was going to bring that up. She picked up the same people out there breaking this trance, and I wanted to ask her, she was going to make her point about thinking Trump's divinely inspired, and I believe that as well. And you know, Tarsus on the road to Damascus, I mean, Trump could have been an evil guy. Trump would have been chosen and changed his heart. But you know a tree by its fruits. They're trying to get rid of him. But just that lie made you so mad it made you support Trump. I mean, that's the same thing, too. So I just threw out a lot there. You can take that, Hank Johnson, Trump divinely inspired, where you want to go, because you're the founder of momsfortrump.org. We'll hold you a little bit the next hour as well. Go ahead.
Well, first of all, do is to admit that they're wrong. I would recommend to them that that is going on. Maxine Walters, how many of those people, those impoverished black people, dumbed down black people are saying to me, they just wish that some of these so-called successful blacks would come into their communities and say to them. So that's one of the things. I also one of the things that I consistently hear from the dumbed down community, they would say that Donald Trump is a racist, and they often reference the Central Park Five. But let me just make a point about the Central Park Five. When Donald Trump acted with would portray black men consistently as criminals. It doesn't matter. If they walk through the store, they accuse them of stealing, and then the television camera would portray them always as criminal, always as looking so horrible. They would darken their faces, they would handcuff them, no matter what the case may be. Now, whatever the action that Donald Trump did was actually perpetuate. The media created that. So don't blame Donald Trump. He's not a racist. The Central Park Five was a situation that happened because of the media. And here we go again. It's the media that's creating all of this havoc in all of our communities, black, white, political, whatever you want to call it. So I just wanted to address that.
Well, I agree with you. So what do you think, Cherie Saber, the establishment's going to do when everything they throw at Trump fails? It's now coming out today that Mueller was working with secret Russian oligarchs, not Trump. That's in the Hill newspaper. I mean, we knew this years ago, but it's all coming out. What are they going to do as it comes out that it's all politically motivated, that Obama ordered illegal spying, that they got caught lying about it? I mean, this is devastating.
Yeah, it is going to come out. And these people are going, I'm telling you, they will bow down to Donald Trump. It's going to be difficult. And Donald Trump said, "Make America great again." And they will say to me, when was America ever great for blacks? Well, let me just say this. I don't know if you can recognize the fact that I'm not an American born. My mother came here as a domestic, and she went through the process, and she made, our children came, and we were legal, and she went to work, and she bought her home. America was great. When you can go and you can do your 8-hour-a-day job, and you save your money, and bring your money home and save up and buy your house and send your children to school. America was great when our roads and
exactly. It's not that we're perfect, but there's this demonization of the idea of the free market and culture being successful, and the globalists are doing it, we know, again, from their own internal documents, to sabotage things. I mean, they're the bad guys. The globalists, Hollywood, these are nasty people.
And that's another entity that you will see falling down. And America...
Cherie, stay there. I want to come back and get into a couple other topics with you in a short segment, and then we've got Dan Lyman joining us. But stay right there. I've got a plug, though. Speaking of being under attack, InfoWars is under attack. The globalists are out to get us. They're kicking us off every platform. We've just got documents in that Facebook is preparing to basically ban us for all intents and purposes on the 24th, where no one can even communicate with us or basically come to the pages. This is all ahead of the midterms. I'm not complaining. We've been very successful. That's why they're after us. But InfoWars is needed into the future and future attacks we have to deal with. So it's easy to fund the operation. We have great products, thousands of them, highest quality. The iodine conspiracy, InfoWarsLife.com, InfoWarsStore.com, or 888-253-3139. That is back in stock now, 25% off. Bodies, Ultimate Turmeric Formula, that's 50% off. That's huge. The toothpaste, fluoride-free, 50% off. That's about to end. And a bunch of other specials that have got to end very, very soon. Take advantage of those specials at InfoWarsLife.com and fund the First Amendment in the fight to defeat the globalists. Because remember, imagine how bad it'd be if InfoWars wasn't here, if you weren't here, and we hadn't stopped the global. InfoWars is celebrating the amazing gains we've all made against the globalists and how we have given tyranny a bloody nose, and now freedom is back on the march. That's why we're celebrating Patriots Day this April throughout the month with double Patriot points at InfoWarsStore.com. No longer 5%, but now 10% at InfoWarsStore.com.
Ever had, and you can tell why by reading all those 5-star reviews, and that's why we're dropping it by 20% to help you experience it before it goes back out of stock. As you age, as we all do, your body can lose testosterone. A number of different to help you become a true alpha male and take charge of your energy to defy age. It is Alpha Power. It is back in stock. It is one of the biggest customers. Alpha Power, 25% off.
Alex Jones. From the front lines of the information war, it's Alex Jones.
When you wake up in the morning and the light has hurt your head, the first thing you do when you get up out of bed is hit that street.
Sherry Saber is our guest for another 2 segments. Then I'm going to hit a bunch of news we haven't gotten to yet, and then Dan Lyman's going to join us. And you know, I laugh at a lot of this stuff, and the listeners actually get mad at me, I've noticed, on average. Years ago, they liked it when I made jokes, but things are so serious now, our general audience doesn't like it. And I was making jokes yesterday about how hilarious it is that BuzzFeed says, look, Alex Jones is run by foreign powers. He needs to be shut down, and Facebook is on to him. And then right after I got that news, and I'm sitting there joking, look at this. They say because we have Dan Lyman in Switzerland and they've got a computer watching us, everything we do, and they saw that someone uploaded from Switzerland, so that means we're foreign run. But it's not funny, even though I'm laughing at it. I'm bad. I'm a Christian. I'm a conservative. I'm a nationalist. I'm dirty. And then it lists all these websites that, oh, this is worth $3 million. That's just the Infowars.com page. And that's all managed from right here in Austin, Texas. We have one reporter in Europe, Dan Lyman. But look how this is like Nazi Germany or something, where I got to sit here and explain this like it's bad. But again, it's how BuzzFeed makes it from overseas. And then the same day, we get to where they're
go as far as it will play out to the point where the people who are on the side of evil will learn. They're all on a trajectory. They're on a path of knowledge. They're on a path of their own experience. One thing I can say, it's interesting, and I'm going to bring a little spiritual context in here. Whenever you go to a Trump's gathering, a Trump's rally, or any one of those things, you truly feel a presence of kind and love. America is going through a transition, okay? That's what's happening. America and the world. And Donald Trump is leading that charge.
I agree. This is a major seismic sea change. Let's talk about that and quantify that with Sharice Saber on the other side. I'm Alex Jones. This is the InfoWar. The globalists are trying to block us on every front, but you, by sharing the link, sharing the videos, and sharing the local stations you're listening to or watching us on, are breaking their Berlin Wall. Concentrated fibers from berries and fruits and other compounds that have been known to be the very best for your body and for regularity and so much more. And it synergistically works with our 50 billion live active culture Flora Life, as well as MycoZX. The Bodies sold out in a month. Strongest concentrated turmeric formula we could come up with. It sold out for another month and a half. We sold it at 50% off till it's sold out. And I think it's going to be the same way with this fiber. Get yours today. InfoWars. I've seen her on television a few times and seen some of her work. And then, bam, she's right there at our press conference about censorship. And now, Facebook is our pages on Facebook where no one can contact us. We can't contact you. You won't be able to see our videos on there anymore. That's why you've got to make the exodus to Infowars.com. To a better system yesterday. There's a few broken links on there right now, but we're doing. We'll still be able to reach you via that. So there's unhappy people. There's all this weird occultism, pedophilia continually being connected to it. And I mean, truly, the Democratic Party's had problems for a long time, but they are just descending into
of Spike Lee, which, what a disappointment. You know, there's an essence of demonicism going on. You can almost.
Well, no, he's like exactly. He's like crouching down and almost
like,
on.
The hatefulness that they're launching at the president over and over again. You realize that it's not working, and so you know, of course, there should be cause for concern, indeed, because the devil lurks. But I truly believe that love will truly conquer all. I think Donald and everybody they know that, and that, you know, I remember during the campaign, I remember the ex-president when Donald Trump said, you know, I am going to bring jobs, I'm going to bring our businesses back, I am going to fix the infrastructure and make America great again. And what the president then said, Mr. Barack Obama, he said that what is he going to do? Wave a magic wand? And that was a very interesting comment to me. Let me just say that God is love, God is magic. And of course, if there is such a thing, then so shall it be. We see it happen to Donald Trump.
There is this big awakening happening, and evil's becoming more evil, good's becoming better, it's becoming stronger. This is a very interesting time right now.
And we're, because I know one thing, the censorship that is going on, the blocking of our First and Second Amendment, what this is going to do, it is going to just create a new way of. So, you know, it's as if the adage says, if you're going to dig somebody's grave, be sure that you dig one for yourself. And this is the spiritual context, you know, that I'm seeing here. You're right. The fight is going to get worse. The evil is going to show every single hand that they have. But we can fight it, and we are fighting out there. And I don't think that it's falling on deaf ears. I think that you might be surprised to know that there are so many more people than you can imagine who's tuned in. And I think that it will reap an amazing benefit.
Exactly. trim the rose bush and it comes back 10 times better. I agree with what you're saying. If the public knows how serious it is, if the public gets upset and spreads the word, then the rose bush will be even bigger and healthier. But if they don't get upset about this, they could really be successful with this takeover, because this is the most draconian censorship we've ever seen. Silicon Valley to censor, and this is really
everything in its season. All of the horrible things, the lies, the deception, the unfair legal practices that has been going on. I observe there's a lot of people coming together who never, ever, ever had anything to do with politics before. But it goes beyond politics. It is about uniting. As we're saying, reiterate, you're going to see things happening that will, well, we are already, things that's blowing your mind. And it will.
And by the way, I agree with what you're saying at an instinctive level, a spiritual level. The things that were coming were so bad. I think this big awakening is our spirit, our instinct pushing back. I'm just hoping that it's enough and not too little too late, because
I just want to also make a point here that I've also observed that I recently had a situation, and you're still fighting. You will get the strength, and you will get up. One by one, you ask them interesting question. One of the questions I asked is, why, if Donald Trump was so bad, why would he want to?
I think you are full of conspiracies, and I don't think that you are helping our country.
Did you know the media misrepresents what I actually say? Like, give me an example of one of my conspiracies.
All of the algae is a result of all the nutrients, because a lot of fertilizers are used in agriculture. And once those fertilizers get into the water, you get these blooms of algae. Our data so far suggests that the mixture of pesticides causes an increase in stress hormones. And those stress hormones cause immunosuppression, which leads to the
I got a chant going. What about gay frogs?
It's not funny. I'm going to say it real slow for you. Gay frogs!
Hayes is testing the effects of chemicals like atrazine, a common herbicide.
We have a whole family of animals where we've eliminated the female chromosome.
Specimen 01.
These animals that we know are genetic males have been exposed to atrazine for their entire life. And many of these genetic males now are turning into females. And quite frankly, if you're a genetic male, it'd be nice if you developed as a genetic male, and now we have a chemical very common.
Folks, it's making the frogs gay. 2/3 of the frogs down in Houston are bisexual.
These are both males. The one on the bottom acting. This is Darnell's third clutch. So Darnell has sons and daughters that we've grown up. You can see eggs in the bottom. This is actually her second clutch for today. She has been copulating for getting close to 24 hours now. This is probably one of the most remarkable things I've seen in my work.
Jones has argued that the government has the ability to control tornadoes and that tap water is a...
And the level of atrazine that it took to make this male turn into a female is 3 times less than what's allowed in our drinking water.
You know what? I guess it makes sense that Donald Trump wants to impress Alex Jones. Why would you want to drain the swamp if not to eradicate all those gay frogs? You stay there. You two stay where you are.
It's not just a problem with frogs we should be concerned about. The water that's causing their problems is the same water that we're drinking and using to water our crops.
Do you understand that? Turn the friggin' frogs gay. Serious crap. Gay. Frogs, friggin' frogs. It's not funny. I'm going to say it real slow for you. stuff. And I should, because people only pay attention if you hype things. But we do cover a lot of sensational things. We do tell you what's happening years before it's mainstream news. I mean, we told you all about Mueller and how it was an intelligence operation by the deep state. And we used the term deep state 20 years ago. Permanent state, shadow government. That's great. But the point is, you're getting the real dope here, not the fake stuff. We've got their number. And, you know, I know who the leakers are.